folks, my name is Kaylee. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I love to do Sims 4 house builds. I have some Let's Plays going on currently, including my Horse Ranch Let's Play and an iCarly Let's Play. You can find those links in the description. Today, we're making horses. So as you can see from the title, we're taking some cartoon horses that are pretty popular and trying to reimagine them as horses in The Sims 4 with the new Horse Ranch pack. So, first off, we're starting with Pinkie Pie, iconic, My Little Pony, all that kind of jazz. I wanted to do Rainbow Dash, but the problem is that the mane and tail colors don't come in rainbow swatch, unfortunately. So I couldn't really do Rainbow Dash justice. So I decided to do Pinkie Pie instead, since her mane was a solid color. And I can't say that's super common for a lot of them, except for maybe like what, Applejack or something. I'm not really a super versed in the My Little Pony universe, but anyways, so here we are going with Pinkie Pie. I had to do a little bit of research. As you can see, I looked up a little picture. I'm like, I know what she looks like, but I wanted to make sure I got the little cutie mark thing on her butt right. So, um, and I couldn't decide. I kind of wished the mane came in a darker color. So you can see I kind of went between those two and I couldn't quite decide. So I ended up deciding on that pink and then trying to find a pink that wasn't exactly the same that matched her mane that was a little bit lighter. So we're getting closer to it and I ended up deciding on that color right there. So here we are looking for some riding gear for My Little Pony, or My Little Pony friend, Pinkie Pie. Obviously they don't really have saddles and stuff, so I just went for a nice white and pink, which you'll see in a second. And now we're going to make the balloons. So there isn't a balloon stamp, which I did look for, but I could use a water droplet turned upside down. So that was kind of my thought process. So I kind of just went with the water droplet 2 times in her respective yellow and blue colors, and then drew in little lines later for the strings, which you'll see in a little bit. So honestly, I was pretty happy with how she turned out. I made her energetic, it's one of her traits, and I think I made her friendly and possibly intelligent, I think. I don't remember all the traits I made for all of the horses off the top of my head, but that is Pinkie Pie. So I tried to make her eyelashes or like a little bit of eyeliner, but I just couldn't get it right, and then it just looked really goofy, so I just gave up. But I can say I did try. So yeah, I was like, forget it. That looks pretty good. Alrighty, so now we're gonna make our next horse. So we're actually gonna be making, I believe we're gonna make Spirit, I think. I don't remember exactly which order I did these in. Yeah, I think we're making Spirit. So yeah, we're definitely making Spirit. So they actually had this breed, the Mustang, they had it already pre-made. So I just want to do some editing, just some brief things to make it look more like Spirit the horse from the movie. So I pulled up a little photo reference, kind of extended the paint, the darker paint on the muzzle and the nose and stuff, and then just changed up a couple things. Other than that, I mean, it was pretty close to the breed that already came with the horse. I didn't actually know that, so just added a couple more details and obviously giving Spirit traits. And so since Spirit was kind of like untamed, I believe I ended up making Spirit brave, and we'll see the rest of those traits in a little bit. But yeah. So here we go, changing up the eyes, a little bit of a lighter brown color, and finding a saddle since, the game won't let you not have a saddle for riding. So I tried to find one that looked nice and complemented Spirit's coat color and fur. I don't know how you would say that. Yeah, we went for brave, free spirit, and I think I went for, yeah, independent, since Spirit couldn't be tamed. And again, I am by no means a horse professional. I actually have really bad horse allergies, so I can't be around horses at all. I've only rode a horse twice in my entire life. It was the same horse at a farm for a field trip in kindergarten. It was a miniature horse. It was like brown and white, named Ice Cream. Why I remember this so specifically, I don't know. Next, we're on to our next horse, Brave, Intelligent, and Free Spirit, and this is going to be Maximus from Tangled. Okay, so yeah, now back to my horse story. They actually had his breed, Hugh, on here, so I just had to add a couple things to make it look more like him. But yeah, so I only rode the horse 2 times. I was like 5. After that, I never rode a horse again. Never really was into horses, but I ended up getting allergy tested. I'm allergic to like life as it is, horses, trees, grass, cats, various weeds and things and foods, but horse and grass are my worst allergies. Like 9 is severe. My horse allergy is like 15. So yeah, I can't be around actual horses. I went to a park the other day and ran around, and they had just had an equestrian center nearby that we kind of ran by, and there was a horse out, and I was like dead the next day. Like utterly could not breathe. We were operating at like 10% nasal capacity. I also have like a deviated septum, so you best believe there was no sniffing happening. I could not breathe at all. So the Sims 4 Horse Ranch Pack is basically the only way that I have any exposure to horses at all. So it's been kind of fun. I'm not necessarily a horse fanatic, but I've totally been enjoying it, and I want to do a little create a sim horse video. So comment some horses down below if you want me to make those too, or any ideas, honestly, that you'd like to see me do. All right, so we finished up with Maxim, and now we're on to our last horse of the night. So this is going to be Bullseye from Toy Story. So these were kind of the main horses I thought of when I kind of came up with this video idea. So we're going to work with Bullseye, and these are the traits that I ended up giving him. I had to think about it for a second. And then I also wanted to look up a nice reference picture. So I just kind of picked a breed and went from there, and then kind of changed some things as I went along. So I started with this breed and then just kind of changed the mane around and gave the appropriate colors, and then was kind of going to hop into looking for a different color for the fur, hair, however you want to call it. I think it's hair. Horses have hair? Question mark? Someone let me know. Is anybody a horse fanatic in the comments? Anybody know that? But yeah, so here I'm looking for a brown color, and then we're going to jump into the saddles in a little bit because Bullseye does typically wear a saddle. So I wanted to find one that looked kind of nice, and I wanted to edit the eyes a little bit, kind of make them bigger, and change up the ears and stuff like that. And we also had to go in and make the pink nose, since I'll try to do that in a little bit by just editing the nose, but you have to go in and actually paint it. So we'll do that in a second. So here I am kind of cycling through some of the saddles, trying to decide on a color that I liked that kind of matched his. I couldn't really find one that, matched super well, but we went with this one. So here we are. We're going to go in and do the nose now. I actually got that on his neck, so I had to go back and fix it. It took me a couple tries. But here we go. Oh, and then I got it on his neck again. Alright, so we're getting that done, and at this point there's only kind of one more thing left to do once we're done the nose, and that is the eyebrows. So buckle up, this is the funny part. I struggle with this. I really did try, I promise. I think the end result is mostly okay, but the other attempts were quite goofy looking. Honestly, that wasn't too bad, but then they just, were quite interesting. And I tried to keep going into detail edit mode, but you literally can't paint in detail edit mode, which I think kind of defeats the whole purpose of it. So, wasn't a fan of that. Honestly, those weren't that bad. But yeah, these horses will be available on the gallery once this video goes live, and there's the unibrow. I was like, oh, oops. Gotta get rid of those. But yeah, these horses will be available on the gallery once this video goes live. All you have to do is search KillyCat4, either via looking for my origin ID or like EA ID, or you can search up hashtag KillyCat4, and you'll be able to find these horses and download them to your own game. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. It was a nice little quick one. So here we're going through all the horses again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!